Hello? Can you hear me in this thing? Ugh, it smells like burnt chips under here. Hi again, everybody. I actually have a special announcement for this video. I am very cool. That's the whole thing. That's the entire video. Goodbye. Just kidding. You really thought, you absolute idiot. But anyways, welcome back to the Kwite YouTube channel, and today we're gonna be looking at some more animated Storytime videos. I know, they're an absolute joy to watch and don't make you want to gouge your own eyes out. But today the channel we're gonna be taking a look at is this one called MinuteVideos, and the name is already a lie because these videos are all longer than a minute. Absolutely gutted about being lied to about the veracity of these stories, dog. Give me a second, I have to Google what veracity means. Habitual truthfulness, conformity to facts, accuracy. Okay, I used it vaguely correct. But I was taking a look through this channel in specific earlier, and I was thinking the whole time that this one has the potential to be the absolute weirdest one out of all of those corporate animated Storytime channels. Like, one thing that really stood out to me is how little the titles and thumbnails line up some of the time. Like this one, for instance, where the title is "They Did It in 6 Minutes" and the thumbnail is a lady being held at gunpoint shitting her pants visually on the screen. Some of these look like they'd be commentary video titles, like "I Pretended to Be Pretty on Tinder." That's a throwback to 2018. But it's not 2018, it's 2020, baby! I'm having a seizure. But anyways, I figured we could take a look through one of these things together and try and have some fun just looking through the videos. I kinda like this one where it says "My school didn't know I was homeless," where it's just a girl very sensually eating an apple she got out of the dumpster. It's actually kind of pleasing to the eye, if you know what I'm saying. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Instead, I want to look at this one about somebody's mom being addicted to men. Actually, no, I found an even more eye-catching one that I want to cover even more than those last two. We made love without thinking, and now my baby's in the toilet.
I stood over the toilet and stared at my worst fear. I think that was my baby.
I think that was my baby. I gotta say, first things first, the production quality on this one seems like it's already got a leg up on Share My Story and My Story Animated, because instead of being just like the same character with the same voice for every single story that they ever post, it's an outline of an actual image specific to the story. They even made some abstract artwork for this bathroom in the form of multiple fruits arranged into a stack in the background. I wonder what colorless fruit tastes like. Genetically engineered to taste like concrete, my favorite.
Daniel and I were both 18, so obviously we were, you know. But we were also stupid. We didn't use condoms, and I wasn't on the pill. We just relied on the pull-out method.
Pull-out game strong. That's the one thing you need to survive in this world. Speed. ASAP Rocky stroke game ain't gonna last you out there in the real world, buddy. You gotta be able to attack and dash right out of there, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like every pregnancy cliche story ever.
Also, looking at her face, I have never seen a better rendition of Voldemort in my entire life. Her nose is so sunken into the side of her goddamn skull.
One day, I realized my period was late. I was getting worried, so I decided to tell my boyfriend, but the thing is, I didn't feel any different.
What's going on with this shirt right there? Like, he's got like the overshirt, but the overshirt's just a t-shirt, and then he's got another one under it? Is that like a tank top? Or is the overshirt actually a poncho? The father of her child is Cal Kestis from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order! Baby's first Dark Souls. For being told that her period is late and that he might just be about to be a father, he doesn't look too miffed by it. He's like, whatever. Hold on for a second, girl, though. I gotta fix up this bush that I'm calling my hair. Looks like a Minecraft savanna biome up in this dude's hair.
But I was going out of town for a week to see my family for my graduation party. But the weekend before I left, I started to have what I thought was my period. I put a pad on and thought, great, I got my period.
Great, I got my period. Okay, maybe I'm just a very ignorant man and I don't know what a tampon looks like because women things scare me. But what she's holding in her hands does not look like anything remotely close to a woman's health product. It looks like a piece of paper that has a severed toe resting on top of it. Either that or a very thin, long poop. The more that I think about it, this does give me really abstract art vibes. I'm starting to think that this was the concept art for Death Stranding.
A week later, when we were staying at my grandmother's, we all went to my auntie's church and sat through the normal church things.
We sat through the normal church things, outside of the church. I actually have like super hearing, so I can hear the priest going on about whatever the hell inside from all the way out here. It's kind of slick and I'm really cool. Kind of scares my boyfriend though when I tell him all the things I heard him say on Discord last night. Oh, well, I wasn't in the call and he was just playing Halo with the boys.
After church, there was a potluck, so my family and I all went there. And that was where it hit me. Suddenly, as I was standing in line for food, I felt like there was something gushing out of my body. I stood there and for the first time, I finally came to the realization that, okay, this isn't normal.
Okay, this isn't normal. I haven't had a period in 3 months. Oh, looks like we're going into a different era of artistic movement. We got surrealist art influences coming through here with the expressions on her face.
I stood there for a little bit struggling to find a way or excuse to leave. I started to panic, so I didn't care anymore and just put my plate down and ran to the bathroom. When I got to the bathroom, I pulled my pants down, sat on the toilet, and looked down.
Okay, this is getting way too graphic. Also, what is the proportioning? Like, her legs literally disappear behind that toilet seat. It's like her torso has shrunken into where her thighs used to be, and now she's like 3 foot tall. Listen, I don't think it's a baby doing weird things to you. I think you got like some genetic mutations, X-Men style going on. You're about to grow some extra limbs, my friend. Also, just the art style that's being used makes her legs look super hairy. Homie is really about to turn into the beast and do what he's absolutely most known for. Become a politician in X-Men 3.
I suddenly felt numb all over. I couldn't believe it. There was just so much blood.
These angles are making me like super uncomfortable. I don't want to be the thing that she's looking at in disgust, homie. The thing is though, the visceral reactions that the art is drawing out of me really makes me feel like that some heavy thought went into it. These images jump right off the page like Jack Kirby's art did all those decades ago.
I was just gushing blood and blood clots. I sat there and thought to myself, no, this can't be. This isn't my period.
I was about to make a joke about how this sounds like a creepypasta I would shit my pants at when I was like 12 or 13. But I mean, this is making me uncomfortable like right now. I feel like I'm hearing something that I shouldn't be. Like I'm watching a video that should have never been made if this is indeed a true story.
When I was walking towards my family, that's when I felt it. I felt more gushing, and then as if something had come out, torn its way out.
Dude, she just got out of church and they're really banking on that imagery. They drew all the dashing lines around her to make her look like she's a stained glass church painting. All the different fragments coming together to make a beautiful image of Jesus. Except this person's having the baby instead of being the baby.
I sat on the toilet and decided to call my boyfriend. What could he do? He was like 2 hours away from where I was, so it's not like he could help me. And the worst thing would be telling my family.
Yeah, I can't really hate, like, how do you go about that at a family potluck? Hey, Mom, Grandma, I just had a miscarriage. Can I go to a hospital, like, right now? I gotta see what the comments are saying about all this. I was wearing black pants, shows her wearing blue ones. This title is stranger than the stranger who I saw. I, too, have also been dropped into a toilet. Incredible words from the community.
I kept thinking about how they would be so disappointed. They were both very strict, so if I were to even tell them that I was having sex, they would punish me or make me feel terrible about a natural human thing. I just couldn't disappoint them.
They used the same image of her looking like Voldemort in the background to cover up the window. I like the imagery of all of this happening while she's still on the toilet. Like the walls are manifesting what's going on inside of her brain while she's still just sat on that toilet. That toilet is now haunted. Not by the baby that both the video and the title claim she just randomly dropped in the toilet, but by the nasty thoughts, the bad vibes.
I was on my own. I took a picture of it so I could actually see what it looked like because my eyes were filled with so many tears that I couldn't see clearly.
Oh, yeah, my first thought. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a picture of this for later. Gonna show it to my friends. Hey guys, check out this thing I dropped in the toilet earlier. Oh, dude, that's nasty. Why would you take a picture of that? That sounds really traumatic. I don't know, I just couldn't like see through my eyes because I was crying so much. Dude, it sounds like you need to go to therapy and you should delete this picture off your phone to stop reminding yourself about the traumatic incident that you just experienced. Oh, God, these videos are making me lose my sanity more and more by the day.
I threw the pad away with the undeveloped baby and put a different pad on and decided to try to go about my day. And just as I was pulling up my pants, I then noticed that I bled through my underwear and pants. Luckily, I wore black pants, so you couldn't tell.
Black pants? Those are not black, those are blue jeans! Could've just made the video about how you're colorblind like Logan Paul.
But I started to have a breakdown again, so I called my boyfriend again.
What is it with her boyfriend and like these underclothes and stuff? I hate to break it to you, but your boyfriend's a nerd. Like seriously, he's got the sweater over the pop collar shirt. Try and tell me this dude doesn't plan on majoring in comp sci.
I told him that I had a miscarriage in church. I asked him if it was a message from God. My boyfriend just kept telling me he was sorry and that it was his fault.
Why do they keep using the same image of Voldemort Nose Girl? Also, in the image at 431, her eyes are like a mile apart. There's like a whole golf course length of space between those two. 40 football fields.
Then, out of nowhere, I felt the excruciating level 9 pain of a contraction. I wanted to scream, but I was in the back seat silently going through the pain. I would just breathe and count how long the pain would last and how much time there was in between the pains.
This whole voice actor thing, like, I get that she's trying to give the best performance she possibly can, but she is just overselling it so hard. I'm not saying that in a way where this experience isn't anything short of, like, tragic, because it sucks, but I mean, like, it's to the point where it's, like, overacting, and it doesn't feel like I should be taking it seriously anymore because of the tone of voice being used. I don't know, man. I can't really watch this video anymore. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, somehow you did it. Congrats. Drop a like, sub with notifs on if y'all enjoyed this one. There's some decidedly light-harder videos of Storytime animation that should be on screen right now. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I will see you guys next time.